homecoming mean to you?
Homecoming to me always means a little bit of old and a little bit of new. A bunch of alumni coming back, always saying, when I was in school back in the day, we did this, and then, well, we do this now, and we kind of combine a little bit of the old traditions with the new, and find a compromise of why UC is still awesome and stuff like that, why our school is great.
And what's your favorite memory at UC?
Probably last year, as a drum major of the band, we do the charge down the steps every game, and I got to conduct it for the first time. And it was a complete rush where the entire student section was doing the same exact hand motions as I was, and then I had to blow my whistle as hard as I could to get 250 people to hear me and make myself about as big as the entire football field, and it was just a complete rush, sold out stadium, blackout. It was amazing. I'll never forget the feeling.
And if you could have one superpower, what would it be and why?
I think the first thing that came to my head has to be super speed for right now, because my schedule is crazy with everything going on in school, out of school, family, at home, cleaning, finding time to sleep. I just need super speed to get everywhere I need to be.
Alright, so what does homecoming mean to you?
Homecoming is actually really special to me. I've been coming around UC for a long time, since I was a little kid. And what homecoming is to me is the opportunity in the day where all alumni and fans of UC have the opportunity to come down and enjoy everything that UC has to offer, from the parade all the way to the game. People get to see how far this university really has come and see all the great things that are going on here at UC.
And what's your favorite memory at UC?
My favorite memory? Oh man. Probably a few of my favorite memories, they're all kind of the same thing, but one was the Sugar Bowl, seeing 30,000, 40,000 fans out of the Superdome all doing down the drive at the same time was pretty chilling. Also, this past weekend in Washington, D.C., seeing that catch to win the game right in front of me was a really special experience.
If you could have one superpower, what would it be and why?
Well, I love to travel, so I would either love to fly or be able to teleport and be able to get places really quickly so that I can visit my family in North Carolina or see the world really fast.
And what do you want to gain from this experience?
So far this experience has been great, and it's going to be really special this weekend. I'm just really excited to meet all these amazing campus leaders and everyone else on court, and learn from them and see how we all can be great ambassadors for UC, and how we all can continue to do great things for UC, and essentially be out on the field and be able to represent UC and all 30,000, 40,000 students that are here.
What's your favorite memory?
Probably my favorite memory was when I was a freshman in 2008 football season. We clinched the Big East title and we were going to the Orange Bowl. So everyone through the field, and then we all stormed the field afterwards. So that was a lot of fun.
If you could have one superpower, what would it be and why?
I think I would like to read minds, just because you can read, if you know what someone's thinking, you can always manipulate the situation to your favor. So I think that would be pretty useful.
And then what do you want to gain from this homecoming experience?
I think just the memories. I don't know if I can gain, just from one day of going out on the field for homecoming, but it's just kind of the culmination of my whole 5 years on campus at UC. So, my 5 years here have been amazing. I think just the memories of everything with my friends and professors and peers. So.
What does homecoming mean to you?
Well, homecoming to me is a very special time because it's something that both current students and alumni can share together and just revel in Bearcat spirit. You know, University of Cincinnati is a place where you meet your best friends, you fall in love, you start off your career, and why wouldn't you want to come back and celebrate with other Bearcats? So it's a great celebration.
What's your favorite memory at UC?
My favorite memory at UC, I have so many, so let's just go with, this past weekend I was in Washington, D.C. at the Virginia Tech versus UC game, and that was incredible because the stadium was packed with Virginia Tech fans, and we probably had maybe like a couple hundred, maybe 1,000 Bearcats there, and we were so loud, and we won in the last 13 seconds, so that was just like an incredible memory for me.
What's your number one pet peeve?
Number one pet peeve. I really don't like it when people don't say thank you if you hold the door for them. Just say thanks.
If you could have one superpower, what would it be and why?
I would love to fly or teleport just because I feel like there's not enough time in the day sometimes, and flying or teleportation would really save me a lot of time and be fun. You know, an awesome representative of UC, I'd be there for them, and I just think it's a great time to be together with friends, celebrate. My parents are coming down. It's just going to be a great weekend all around. So I just hope to gain a lot of, you know, maybe new connections, Bearcat spirit.
To me, it's a community of people who come together to debate things, to think about things, to work on projects together, research things together. I think really it means something different to every single person, but for me it's like a huge family, to be honest, and you would never think your family would have 50,000 people in it. But every time I meet somebody at UC, they're so welcoming and willing to help out with whatever it is you're working on, or genuinely interested in hanging out with you or being friends. And so it's become a community, a family, a support network for everything I've done, from academic things to educational things to community involvement. Literally, there's somebody around every single door to help out with whatever it is I've been doing. Just the entire process of, it takes months and months to prepare for it, but then for 2.5 weeks, you're completely engulfed in campaign. That's all you're doing. So it was really one of the most intense things I've ever done, but also one of the most rewarding, because we had about 30 people who were working on our team with us. So all those people came together really to support us and help us out. And it was, for me, talking about UC being a huge community, that was just kind of the penultimate illustration of that community, where people come together to help you out simply because they want to make a change, they want to do something together. And I guess I thought it was really cool hanging out with everybody for 2.5 weeks.
What's your number one pet peeve?
I would say my number one pet peeve is when I tend to walk too fast, and people get on me about this all the time. But it really takes me off when someone's just walking and they stop in front of you, and then you're like trying to go around them, and you don't know if you're hit them or whatever. And then sometimes you're going around people, and then they try to go the other way. Not that makes this sense.
And if you could have one superpower, what would it be and why?
I would say the ability to not sleep, because you can do so much more. I tried to do this already, and it doesn't work. Unfortunately, you have to sleep, I guess. But if you couldn't sleep, you could literally do so much more stuff. It would be awesome.
Okay, what do you want to do from this experience?
From the experience of being on homecoming court?
Yes.
I think really just meeting more people. I have an opportunity, I think somewhat of a unique opportunity now, to meet a lot of people throughout the UC community, really everywhere in the world, honestly. But I think through that type of role, you get to meet people who just say, like, oh, I want to talk to you because you're on homecoming court, or because you're riding around in a parade or something like that. But I want to use that opportunity to connect with more people that I wouldn't otherwise have talked to in the community. And then, especially from my role in student government, I think it's important to connect with as many people around the community, whether they're students or stakeholders in the community, as possible. And every time we connect with somebody new, we learn about new issues or new perspectives. And so just kind of broadening that base of perspectives that we have on how things are at UC, how people perceive their experience here, and ultimately what we can do to make people's experiences better.
What's your favorite memory at UC?
My favorite memory, I have a lot of memories at UC, but I think one of the biggest memories for me that I got to take advantage of is being able to go on a corporate excursion with my student group. And I've been on 2 corporate excursions where as a student group we go to different cities to visit Fortune 500 companies, to visit nonprofits, to visit local minority-owned businesses, and then to be able to network and see that UC alumni are in these cities and they're reconnecting with us. I think our alumni network is so strong and so powerful. And a lot of the times you meet people that just graduated when you were first year, so it's like I know your face, and then you get reconnected with them. And I think going to New York and then going to Washington, D.C. this past year and actually meeting the law firm that UC is affiliated with was just an amazing experience, and I feel like that's an opportunity that I wouldn't have gotten anywhere else.
What's your number 1 pet peeve?
My number 1 pet peeve would have to be people who don't smile at me. Like when you're like, hi, and then they're like straight face. Like, it makes me sad, and it's just like, okay, I'm not going to say hi to you anymore. But I mean, that would probably have to be my number 1 pet peeve. Like, it's just awkward, because like you're all smiling, like walking with your backpack, like getting it, and then you're like, hi, and then they're just like, they don't want anything to do with you. I'm just like, okay, that was awkward, ...
If you have one superpower, what would it be and why?
My number 1 superpower, I would want to be invisible. I know that's a normal one for people, but I would really want to like be able to go places and then not be able to be seen, and then kind of be a fly on the wall for something. It'd be an interesting superpower, so invisible.
What do you want to gain from this homecoming experience?
I guess from this homecoming experience, I really want to strengthen my passion and love that I already have with UC, and then I want to be able to share this story down the line with my sister, who is younger, and trying to get her to come to UC and be a Bearcat, and my brother, and then also to share this memory with everybody that supported me. The voting process, it didn't take just my voting or my friends voting, it took people that I feel like may have inspired them, or they wanted to be a part of my journey, and to share that with them. So
What does
UC means to me, I think it's a very unique campus in terms of being an urban campus. It brings a lot together, brings a lot of diversity together, and I think that's one of the huge things that UC is introduced to so many different types of people. And then being in a big city, it gives you an experience that you usually don't get at college with the co-op program. And so to bring those two together into such a tight-knit university of 40,000 students, it's really been my home, and so it's been a great past 4 years. My number 1 pet peeve is being part of a large, obnoxious group. I hate when you're part of like a group of like 25 people and everyone's staring at you around you, and then you tell, that's my biggest pet peeve. If I had one superpower, it'd probably be some superpower that deals with not needing sleep. If I didn't have to sleep, now I feel like I get the same amount done a day, but I have a lot more time to relax.